Okay, Vortex, I think I'm going to shoot one more video and go inside. Of course I say that. I don't have to work in the morning, though. I've been going to bed a lot earlier, y'all. It's very strange. It was crazy, though. I was still late for church. I woke up at, like, 7:30. Still couldn't make it to church by 10. Alright? I just suck. I just fucking suck. Yeah, so I've been writing a little bit. This is the most that I'll write. I used to write like pages and pages of just rambling. Never did anything with it. I think that I say some pretty brilliant stuff. But you have to be patient, you know? And unfortunately, that's the one thing that people lack more than anything else that they lack that would be positive for them. But I think that's why it's really hard for me to get anywhere on the internet. I need to get adjusted to other social media platforms. I've been fighting it and fighting it and fighting it, but I'm realizing that that's what I must do. But I just been thinking about like that inner voice that's always trying to protect you and look out for you, and all the other voices are really loud because, you know, they're constantly competing with that. You know, those other voices that are of the world, those voices that are your ego. How do I look? How do I sound? Are people going to hate me if I do this? What are they going to think if I wear this? You know? I guess I always kind of figured that I look stupid no matter what, so I guess I have an advantage in that regard because I know that all that stuff is futile. It doesn't mean anything. And, you know, they're just going by their ego. They're just going by their voices from the world, you know? So I can't be too hard on them because they're dealing with the same shit. It's just that I'm aware of it. I would say that if you're aware of what's happening, you're way better off, but it's still not easy, you know? When you're aware of things that a lot of other people aren't aware of, and then they just look at you like you're crazy, if you try to tell them, and this could mean any number of things. You know, we talk a lot about conspiratorial shit on this channel, but kind of goes with the territory over here. If you don't like it, you don't have to stick around, baby. But I don't want to be hateful. I don't want to be negative or anything. I'd give you a mint. I'd give you a mint on your way out. If I was still making pot brownies, I'd give you that too. If only I could send you a pot brownie through the vortex. You know, if only I could fling that through your phone or through your PC or whatever. That'd be cool. Maybe in the future, that'll be a thing. We can fling stuff through the internet. I mean, that's what people do on Twitter, I swear. It's like a fucking slingshot. I call it the internet canyon. It was like people were just yelling at each other through the internet canyon. Like somebody living in fucking Dearborn, Michigan is screaming at somebody that lives in Sarasota, Florida about their politics. This is the world now, y'all. This is what we look forward to. This is why we get up in the morning. Like, when you look at shit like that, it's real hard to not understand why everything's falling apart and why people walk around like they're a corpse. You know? It's hard to not get it. Anyway, I'm just really grateful to have a sense of humor. Something that I'm very vigilant about, though, like something that I think about a lot, and I don't know if it's helping my comedy or hurting my comedy. I think it's hurting my comedy, but it's like, I don't want to be mean, but at the same time I am. I know that there's that part of me, but I think it's okay in the medium of comedy, you know, but a lot of people don't understand that's what I do. So if I sound like a cunt, it's because I kind of sort of am sometimes. I see the things that you do aren't good for you. I'm like a father that chastise. Is that how you say it? Chastise. I think about the proverb, the father loveth whom he correcteth. Think of me like your spiritual father. I'm kidding. But that's what comedy is, in a way. It's like you're correcting society. Okay, I think that of comedy is like you're cleaning up society. You're like a fucking, what do you call it? Like a trash man or something. Like those people that pick up your trash. Only I'm analyzing it and telling you what's wrong with it. It's a little different. And we don't work for the government. Anyway, that's also a type of a serial killer, too. Yeah, a cleaner. Like somebody that cleans up the rubbish. Somebody that cleans up, like, the scum of society. You know. Say you were to, like, take, like, people off the street and kill them or something like that. I'm not gonna do that. People are gonna feel like I'm doing that, though. That's what's funny about it. It's like they don't actually care if you kill anybody. They don't care if you're violent. They'll talk endlessly about words that you use on a social media platform before they'll talk about anything harmful that you ever actually did, you know? Like, something that's legit violent. That's the whole point of language. That's the whole point of technology. They want to soften people up so that they can't handle any type of criticism. And so a lot of the stuff that is really bad, they turn a blind eye to. And they focus on things that aren't that serious. Like the N-word. Okay? Anyway. Okay, if it was serious, you probably should protest all of the rap music that's promoted by these white producers, you know, that work at the music industry, okay? So it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I don't care if, I mean, I get called that by people that I work with. I mean, I don't care. It doesn't bother me, but, you know, if I said it back, they probably would have an issue. I don't think they jump me or anything, but they'd probably have an issue. But it's funny, because, like, aside from the N-word, like, I hear the rest of the song, and I'm like, dude. How do y'all not see, like, how horrible of a light this paints you in, you know? But they're just like coming up to me and like, you know when people like sing to you Well, it's like, I got people at work that just come to me and, like, rap to me. And I'm just like, how can you say this to me with a straight face? I don't get it. You know that chick, Eulashia? She was in one of my videos. She was like, if you fuck with Amy, you fuck with me, or something like that. She was just being ghetto. She's the one I'm talking about. She's a lot smarter than she lets on. That's what makes me so sad about it. It's not just black people either. It's like everybody, man. Everybody is just so dumb. Like, they'd rather be lowest common denominator and not live up to their full potential. Because, let me tell you something. If you live up to your full potential, you won't fit in with anybody. Okay? Minions, minions, minions. That's all they want us to be. Underachievers. That's all they want us to be. And overachievers are conspiratorial believers. They will try to suppress as much as they can to keep people from the knowledge that there are those of us that fully understand. We're not trying to make money off of society's ignorance and arrogance and competence and we're not trying to profit off of everybody's misery. I mean, if we can make some kind of money, that would be lovely, but I'm not trying to buy a yacht or nothing. But if I did have a yacht, I'd take you on it. That'd be something. My comedy yacht. We do comedy, read the Bible. I feel high right now, dude. It's awesome. Don't you wish that you could get high just looking at a light? That's what I'm talking about in regards to that dopamine party. Wish I could shed wisdom like stupidity sheds. I wish that I could shed self-awareness like ignorance sheds. I wish that narcissism was understood, and not for the purpose of making yet another YouTube video, but let's do something creative. Let's make something better than this piece of shit system. Let's do something productive. That's what you can use narcissism for. Anything negative, you can flip it, make it positive. That's for sure, because God showed me that. But many people don't know that, so they just want to vilify certain personality types or characteristics that are really annoying. And yeah, I understand. I understand that there are people that don't want to mend anything that they ever dealt with that wasn't pleasant. I understand the world that I'm living in, and I wish I could help them. I wish I could save them, but they don't want it, they don't want it, they don't want it, they don't want it.
seriously, what I just said, holy shit, that was smart. No, like, think about it like this. Whatever people are today, people that are real broken, whatever they are today is basically a reflection of what they've been through, okay? So trauma that they've experienced, anger that they've been suppressing. And they don't fully understand that. They might understand that to some extent, but they can't apply whatever self-awareness they have. That's what's sad about it. There's a girl I work with that's got borderline personality. She's just like this. Like she's aware of certain aspects of herself, but she just feels stuck. She can't change. It's like she's still doing all the shit she was doing before she had the heart attack. She's just not doing it as much. And now she's taking blood pressure medication. So, pharmaceuticals. Joy. Joy, joy, joy. More pills. But yeah, you know, I sound like such a bitch. It's not out of haughtiness, it's out of concern. You know, I don't want anybody to do something detrimental to themselves. Because I keep telling her it's a damn vape pen. I don't want to do this cord. Oh. No. I want to do this one. I'm grateful that the bottle took me so far down that I couldn't even fathom starting back up for whatever reason. It really was that bad, so I used to wake up and I couldn't wait to get fucked up. I used to wake up and a bottle of vodka was right next to me. I used to wake up with my peace pipe right next to me. I used to wake up with my pack of cigarettes. Not that I mind that one. You're smoking, keep on doing it, baby. Smoking's awesome. I can't believe the way that I used to live. And I can't believe that I made it out alive. coworker, he's trying to stop smoking weed. So good luck. Well, it's real hard in the restaurant industry, but like everybody smokes. Now for me, I'm like the exact opposite of most people. So the more that I put myself in the midst of temptation, the less likely I am to be tempted. When I miss weed the most is when I'm driving home. Like, usually it's when I'm alone. I don't miss it when I'm around it. Not at all. It also doesn't smell the same. It's not because it's not the same. They, GMO'd that plant, okay? So, they Monsanto'd the plant. It's definitely not the same. I miss what used to be. I miss the things that I've been. I miss what I used to do in the world that I lived in. I constructed my own private clubhouse, all for myself, all for myself. Why wouldn't it be all for myself? Come on now, man. You know, all these people that I used to drink with and smoke weed with and party with, it's like eventually I pushed them all away. Eventually I couldn't wait to go off and do my own thing, and I would just go out biking, drunk. I'm not one to socialize. Social lies. If you feel called to be the life of the party, I want you to be, I want you to be. If you feel called to fuck and fuck and fuck and fuck, I want you to fuck. If you feel called to raise a family, I want you to have it. You better go and grab it, but don't expect that of me, baby, or we will fight. People don't know how to let other people be other people. Isn't this infuriating? It's like, you know, the dog people versus cat people. So what? So you like cats, you like dogs, fine. Why are you fighting? It's a preference. I bitch about dog people all the time. It's mainly because I think a lot of them are delusional and they're on medication and they don't take care of their pets. That's my issue with them. It's not because they love dogs. I understand loving dogs. Dog is a man's best friend, and you don't have to be a man to act like a man, okay? I really want a dog. I've been thinking about it more and more. But it's stupid because I can't take care of one. I should either, like, get a tattoo or get a dog. I need to make, like, one bad decision, you know? I need to make one bad, seemingly irresponsible decision. Which one's it gonna be? Well, I can't get a dog because I got 2 cats. Unless I really want to fuck with them. That would be funny. That'd be funny if I did that just to torture them. But I'm not that much of a cunt. Okay? A little bit of a cunt, but not that much of a cunt. I'm going to put this on a poster. You don't have to have a dick to have a ball sack. Talking about myself. Okay. And it's really sad that a lot of people that have a dick don't have a ball sack. They don't act like it. But if I say that, I sound like a feminist. You know, I can't just call that out, which is bullshit. Because the masculine men will totally agree with me. Obviously, like, if you're insecure about that, you think I'm talking about you. Or maybe you're insecure just about your gender, which I can understand. But I'm telling you, I'm really not a misogynist. I just don't like the way that women behave. But, you know, they're followers, so it makes sense why they are behaving like this. I think I just understand the way that our brains work. Well, if you can even say that. The way that our brains malfunction, it's because of our emotions. If we don't understand our emotions, we tend to be crippled by them, and then we have no choice but to manipulate situations. And I see so many women doing that, but the thing is, though, I see a lot of men doing that shit, too. So, that's not because of feminism. That's because of, like, culture. Well, I mean, it partially is because of feminism, but it's not always because of that. It's a social contagion. Everybody's being told that they should be an overly sensitive candy ass about everything. And that's why you see all these men acting like women. And of course, modernity has really changed the whole playing field. So, like, men don't have the same interests that they used to. Women don't have the same interests that they used to. Now, everybody's just interested in doing this all the time. Isn't this so awesome? I can't think of anything better and more fun. Okay? But yeah. When y'all are all doing the same thing that's destroying your psyches, like, yeah, it's all gonna morph together into this big, monstrous blob.